Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Michelle, and today I'm talking about how I'm going all in, and not like Stephanie Buttermer's all in, but a different version of all in that's suited for me. So in the past I have done the keto diet back in 2018, and these are my results from that diet. That is how I looked after eating a keto diet for about, I don't know, a total of 5 months, and also working out consistently over the 5 months. So why am I going all in now? Well, really for the 5 main reasons. So reason number 1, which is kind of a focus for me right now, is having clear skin. So I don't know if you can see it too well right now just with how I'm faced directly at the camera, but as soon as I turn my face to the side, I just have a lot of hyperpigmentation on both sides of my face, and I'd like to correct that. I also been having new breakouts, and I think that's just with the diet that I'm having now. So why keto? Why can't I just eat healthy now? Well, when I'm not doing a keto diet, what do I eat instead? Things like this 4th of July cake. So obviously that's not something I should be eating. I ate that for 4th of July. It was amazing, but I also would have it more regularly than just a holiday. And so when I am eating keto, it forces me to eat more vegetables and to really kind of think, well, how am I gonna get all of my nutrients in? What can I try that's different? The keto diet was awesome for me because I'm the type of person who hated vegetables growing up. But once I did keto, I learned to love certain vegetables because I just kept trying new things. Cauliflower has now become one of my favorite staples because it's so versatile. For instance, you can have cauliflower rice, you can roast the actual cauliflowers, you can make cauliflower mashed potatoes, and it's all pretty good. I think just because you can season it however you want. So that's become one of my staple favorites. And then also this Mediterranean blend vegetable dish that I get from the store. I get it from Whole Foods. It's pretty good. It's only $2.49 a bag, which is kind of pricey, I guess, for frozen vegetables, but they taste amazing. They're organic, and at the end of the day, it's cheaper than me going out to a restaurant to eat their vegetables. So I think it's worth it, and I can use 1 bag over the course of 2 days, so I get 2 meals for $2.59 plus a side dish, and I think that it's worth it. So besides my skin being one of the reasons why I am going all in, the second reason is just because I had better clarity. So reason number 2, mental clarity. I'm a night shift nurse, and it is really hard switching from days to nights and back. In fact, I worked last night and I ended up staying up for over 24 hours. I woke up at 6:39 in the morning, and I did not go to sleep again until 9 a.m. the following day. And that's just because I live with the sun. I know I wear this moon necklace because I think it's a cute necklace, but I absolutely love being up when the sun is up. I love sleeping when it's dark outside. That's how it should be. I had a very natural clock that just woke me up when the sun was up, and I would be tired whenever the sun would start to set. That's just how I am, and I love being regular in that way, and working nights has just flipped all of that around, where it's really hard for me to sleep during the day or take a nap during the day so I can work nights. So yesterday I stayed up for 24 hours and I had coffee right before my shift. I make a latte in my house if I need to. I try not to drink those daily just because I do use whole milk for it, and yes, for me, I did drink lattes when I was in ketosis, and for some reason I actually stayed in it, so I don't know if I should cut them out now so I can get back into it, or if it's something that I can have every now and then. I do have almond milk though, since I do make iced lattes sometimes, and that is what I made yesterday. So I think I will be reducing the volume of my whole milk just because I do still have some in my fridge, and adding my almond milk to it just to keep the carb ratio down. So that is reason number 2. On the keto diet, I just had more mental clarity, and that's something that I definitely need working in a surgical ICU at nighttime. I just need to be as sharp as I can be so I don't miss anything, because that's one of my biggest fears working on nights, being super tired and missing something that is a serious thing. I don't ever want that to happen to me, and so that is why I think the keto diet is perfect, because I won't have that brain fog. Hopefully. I know some of it is just due to being tired, but I think also my diet has given me some of that brain fog, because again, when I'm not eating keto, that 4th of July cookie, people bring brownies to work, I'll eat those. I honestly had a dream that somebody just kept bringing Tim Horton donuts and to work as soon as I started all in. So hopefully today when I go back into work, I don't see Tim Horton donuts, because in that dream I went for it. But because I enjoyed it there, hopefully I won't be enjoying it in real life. But I just have a natural sweet tooth, and eating keto for me really just fully satiates me to a place where I don't feel satiation when I am not in a keto diet. Again, I eat things like gummy worms, I eat bread, and I'm not really eating all the vegetables I should be eating. And so for me, it doesn't really make sense for me not to be in ketosis, because I'm not eating healthy foods when I'm out of it. Obviously, other people are. They'll eat salads, they'll make food that's healthy for them, but that's just not me. All right, so reason number 3. I have hair that is unwanted in certain places, and I actually got it treated with laser, and it seemed to have worked when I was in ketosis, but as soon as I stopped eating the keto diet, I had all of those hairs come back, which is unfortunate. And maybe I just wasn't a candidate for laser, even though everyone says that I was and that it would work really well for me, and it did while I was in ketosis. But after I stopped eating that way, they all came back. And it's hairs that shouldn't be where they are. And now I've switched to electrolysis, so that way they fully will be removed, hopefully by the end of this year. I didn't realize how long the process was, because I guess I didn't fully understand it when I signed up for electrolysis, and I'll just go on a little tangent here on what that is. Essentially, it is the only FDA-approved way to remove your hairs. They have a tiny needle that they insert into each hair follicle, and that just gives you a little shock in the moment, and it kills the follicle that's there so it won't grow, but it only does it if it's in the growth phase, I believe. So they can go through all of them, but not all of the hairs are in the same stage, so you keep going back until you get every single one. So at the start, I was going every single week from February till probably April, and then I started going now every other week, and I have seen a major reduction. It's crazy how different it is, and it's so nice to just feel more like myself. And it's crazy that I had all of these excess hairs in the first place. But yeah, it was just kind of everywhere. I had some on my chest, just some under my chin, and I just hated it. So electrolysis has changed that. And then I also think me going back into ketosis will just further allow me to not have those excess unwanted body hair that women typically don't have. So that is reason number 3. Reason number 4. I think honestly it helps me regulate my hunger. So when I'm out of ketosis, I have a weird relationship with food where I'll be super hungry and I'll eat, and then I won't eat for another 24 hours, and then I'm not hungry either. And so part of that is because I have a weird schedule, working days and nights, but the other part of it is also me not working out as much because of my topsy-turvy day-night life. And the last reason I think is because I just need to go back to intuitive eating and just kind of being in that state where I'm not just following my hunger cues and I eat because I know I have to, which is kind of what keto did for me. So I would feel some hunger in ketosis, but it was also like I wasn't controlled by it, because when I'm not in ketosis, in a way it is like I'm controlled by it. If I get really, really hungry, then it's like I just have to eat, whereas in ketosis it's like, okay, like I can plan to eat at this time whenever, because I will just essentially use the ketones in my body to burn fat while I'm not eating, and I can just go a longer period of time, and I just love that aspect. I also tie keto with intermittent fasting, so when I did it in the past, I only ended up eating 2 meals a day, which it was kind of tough. I was trying to get calories in because I was just like, oh, I'm not hungry for my 3rd meal, and eventually I just accepted it. And 2 meals a day. I had my breakfast that I would eat after working out from the gym, and then I would eat a very late lunch very early dinner, and then I was fine until the next day. I didn't feel like eating. I wasn't hungry. I didn't feel like I had to eat anything else. That was that. And I love that feeling because working nights, it's just really difficult. I don't want to be eating between 2 to 4 a.m. at night. Like, I just think that that's something that would make me even more irregular and just completely mess things up with my body. So I try not to eat at night. It's really crazy because for some reason people are obsessed with me not eating at night and they think I should be hungry, which I don't know why they're so curious about how I eat. But if they ever see this video, well, now they know that I'm going into ketosis and I don't intend to ever eat at night again while I'm in ketosis. And honestly, I think that I want to adopt this for the majority of my life. I think that there's going to be events where I'm not in ketosis. So for instance, I have a wedding in September. I will probably eat whatever they're serving because I know it's really irritating to just be served something and not eat any of it. So I'll probably eat some of that. And that's fine. And you know, for Christmas, I love to bake, but I think I'm going to see if I can make any recipes that are keto friendly in terms of baking, because baking is something I do love. So that is reason number 4. Final reason, I honestly think I'm losing track. So let me get back to you on the final reason. All right, I'm back with you for that 5th reason for why I am deciding to go all in and step into ketosis, the lifestyle. Honestly, for me, I think it enhanced my workouts. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you need the carbs, and yeah, sure, you do. And I do eat carbs when I am in ketosis. It's not like it's 0, because that would kind of be impossible to have a net of 0 unless all I ate was fiber all the time, which I will not be doing. I love eating my vegetables. I even eat carrots, which some people say, oh, you can't have carrots. For me, I eat Japanese sweet potatoes, and I actually stay in ketosis, so I feel like I get to eat whatever I want when I want. With the sweet potatoes though, I only make those once every other week, and that was kind of later in my journey, so I probably won't make that until the fall. But that's one of my favorite treats. It's a great dessert. It's the ones that have like the purplish outside, and I'm a huge fan of those. So I don't think it's limiting in my opinion. I think in fact for me it broadens my scope in terms of food, because it forces me to find out what I need to eat, what I can make. It makes me more creative in the kitchen rather than just going to the store and buying some Sun Chips, which are one of my favorite chips to have. And I will eat a whole bag in one day, which is something that I shouldn't be doing on the regular. You know, every now and then some Sun Chips are great, but the entire bag frequently is not. So that is reason number 5, just to make my workouts better, because when I'm fueled properly, I perform better in the gym. I think that I'm able to see more results when I'm in the gym when I eat this way. Of course, like I said, this is how my results turned out last time. So hopefully a picture is popping up there for you. And with that, I am going to end this video. If you guys want to know kind of the science behind keto, because, you know, I am a chemist and I'm also a nurse, and I think that it's a great diet. You know, it was used originally to treat neurological issues such as like epilepsy. So I think it's a great diet, and I think that it's been well studied and that it's totally fine to do. And I think for me, it just works with my body type. I respond well to it. I am at my natural set weight when I am doing ketosis, and so I think it's the perfect thing for me, and I'm ready to go all in. I don't know how much I will film. I already took my beginning stats at the beginning of this month, or a couple weeks prior actually, and I think I'm gonna do a before video. I've actually been eating keto for the past couple of days, but I don't think I'm in ketosis just yet. So I will do some before photos for you all either tomorrow. I'll take those photos, so July 8th, and just have those so at the end when I do another video I can show you my before and my after photos. I'll probably do an update on this every month, because I don't want this to be a full series where it's weekly, and I know that I'm not going to film weekly for that. So with that all said, I will see you guys in the next video. If you're interested in following this journey, and if you're interested in hearing more about my travel hacking journey and filling that credit card, just leave a comment below. I eventually will post more on how I'm spending things on that credit card. So go ahead and subscribe so that way you know when I post again. Ideally, I'll be posting once a week. So if you hit the subscribe and notification button, you'll know exactly when I am posting a new video, so that way you don't miss it. Please like and smash the like button. I know that doesn't make sense, but go ahead and press that like button for me so that way it shows me off to the YouTube algorithm. I would love for the YouTube algorithm to know who I am. So with that said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.